What's going on, everybody? It's your boy C-Zar, and we are talking about OnyxCoin today, XCN USD. Hit that like button, subscribe. Thank you all for being here. It is the 4th day of March, and here we are, sitting still just below 0.005, just below half a cent, but here at 0.0476 with roughly 9 hours and 34 minutes left in the day. Again, hit that like button. Thank you all for being here. Let's get into it. We are, so far, prevailing with our higher lows. I do remain skeptical to see if they do hold. I would not be surprised at all if we did come lower, but for now, it doesn't look half bad for now. I just don't like the idea that we're grinding out this area where, here we found support, here we found support, here we found support. We're not really doing any of that now. And all these times where we had very bullish reactions, we still came down and saw lower prices. Here we're grinding it out. That's not really typical of OnyxCoin and how it likes to find support. But, maybe. Do be cautious and do not be discouraged if we should see that lower low come. I'm still holding out expectations for a higher low here, but even if we were to see a lower low relative to that, it's not the end of the world, okay? There's a lack in volume on all this movement down. There's a lot of volume that comes in every time we pump. Okay, it does not take a lot. It doesn't take much at all to completely eviscerate months worth of price action. It doesn't take much at all. All the sellers are gone. It's very easy to move the price up. The market cap is low. The liquidity is low. It's the order books are thin. All it takes is a little bit of excitement, and this thing can really get going here in a very short amount of time. Again, pumping up from here is nice, but we're not really excited. We're not truly excited until we get above 0.006. Okay, keep that in mind. It's nice to see Bitcoin pumping a little bit, right? It's nice to be wrong whenever it's to the upside. But again, I'm still hesitant to be bullish here because we are at prior points of resistance. I mean, we've seen this before. Bitcoin will get a slightly higher high, and then it'll come down. Slightly higher high, it'll come down. We've seen this thing fake out plenty of times, and then it comes down. That could be the case here. So if Bitcoin is faking out, if it is going to pull back and find resistance here, OnyxCoin might get dragged back down with it. And again, with that, I just want to say, don't get disappointed if it does. I want to look at the short-term stuff. I want to see, should we be expecting a move up here soon? Should we be getting excited soon? Or should we still be cautious? I think we should still be cautious no matter what. But a little bit of hope, a little bit of optimism is never discouraged. I really do like the idea of this rounded bottom idea, and again, moving up is nice. I'm not excited until we get above this high here. 0.006 is the level that we need to see. Looking at the 1 hour time frame, we're moving up. There's not a whole lot of volume. In all fairness, you don't necessarily need volume right now, so that's okay. Just like if we're moving down, there's not a lot of volume. That doesn't make me bullish. We don't need volume until we break out of this range here, right? We're not quite broken out of this range. It's like a descending triangle almost. When we start to break out, whenever we start to see something different, we're starting to see higher highs, that's when we need that volume ideally to come in. Looking at this on a 1 hour time frame here, the RSI looks productive for now. We're at some of these higher readings that we don't normally get past, so expect a little bit of volatility maybe to the downside. We hold this line for support, and then we can try again later. It's very possible that today, the 4th day of March, that this is our kind of high point or high area. But if Bitcoin picks up the pace, guys, if Bitcoin starts to break out of this to the upside, we really could see OnyxCoin start to pick up the pace as well. I mean, by the end of the day, we could be back around 0.005 or higher, and that would be nice. Again, we're not excited until we're above 0.006, but that would definitely be encouraging, especially in an area where we need some encouragement, okay? The stochastics look decent, and the MACD is starting to cross above the 0. That's nice. The last 1, 2, 3 times that's happened has not really boded well too long thereafter, but we're definitely seeing some type of bullish push here for now on the 1 hour time frame. Looking at the 4 hour time frame, the MACD is bearish overall, but you do have bullish divergence? No. Technically you don't, but you can see that this bearish momentum has been consistently dying off. That's definitely nice to see. The MACD could be getting ready to cross above the 0 here. If it does, it'll be interesting to see when, hopefully we can cross. Hopefully we don't reject like we did back here. That wouldn't be fun. If we were to cross, I can't imagine that it would happen this week. I don't think that we would just come up right now and cross, so it would probably be sometime next week. But soon enough, maybe within the next 10 days, we could expect to see some significant movements to the upside, and this might be the kind of springboard that's loading us up to do that. But we have to be productive. We have to be good. If we start seeing lower lows, then this productivity goes away likely. Okay, stochastics look good here. They do on the 4 hour. And on the daily time frame, the stochastics are starting to shape up a little bit. That's actually really nice. You guys, if we close here at 00477 or higher, the stochastics look very, very good to the upside right now because they're both coming out of the oversold zone on the daily time frame. That's a big deal. The RSI is resistant and reluctant to get oversold, and it has been. So that's nice to see. You are bearish. It's not a bullish RSI at all, but you're in this bearish territory and you're rejecting going into the overbought or oversold area. That's encouraging, right? It's like how if you're showing strength but you're just refusing to get overbought, that's discouraging. This is encouraging right here. This is actually nice to see. We are bearish, but reluctantly so, is what that's telling me. So that gives us again a little foothold of hope here. Stochastics look decent, and the MACD is in the doghouse, but whatever. If things go well, these oscillators can definitely turn up in a short amount of time. And if and when this oscillator does cross above the 0, I mean that should go hand in hand, I would think, with the movement that will take us out of this range overall. And when we get above 006, when we get above this high here, when we see a higher high, and especially if it happens from here and we're still prevailing with these higher lows, this rounded bottom is working, at that point, you guys, we're really going to be only talking about 2 cents and beyond, or something around 2 cents at the very least. So that would be very, very exciting. And that would be from 0.006 cents. So that's like over a 3x move right there. Potentially even a 4x move from that point. We're at 0.048 right now. That's amplify those returns right now. Not financial advice, not a financial advisor, but this is definitely a good time to invest in OnyxCoin. Again, as we've been moving down here, we've slowly tapered off. That's good, right? Moving down here, slowly tapering off, slowly, right? Tapering off, and then no volume at all, selling off, no volume at all, selling off. I think there's something big's coming. And without the charts, we don't even need the charts to tell us that, because we have Goliath mainnet, hopefully, coming online by the end of this month of March. I'm going to refresh this here. Hold on. I'm checking every day. I actually haven't checked yet today. I normally do check before I make the videos, but I'm checking every day because we want to see if this update's happening. I personally would expect that we would see a pump first, and then we would get the news that mainnet comes out. If we got the mainnet announcement now, that would kind of be discouraging, right? Because the insiders knew that it was coming and there was no pump. That's not good. That's not good. This should be a bullish event, the mainnet coming out. Nope, nothing new just yet. But again, they did say back in Q4 that they would be releasing the mainnet in Q1. It's March. It's the very end of Q1, so it's crunch time. I think we're at the point now, personally, where where they would know, they should know that they will or will not be releasing it. And if they need time to push the release of this mainnet back, I would hope that they're transparent. It would be very lame, OnyxCoin people, my friends. It'd be very lame if we got to the last week of March and then they told us, all right, we're going to push it back. It'd be very lame if we got to the last 2 weeks of March and then they tell us they're going to push it back. It's like we're at crunch time now. You already know. Whoever you are out there, if it's going to get pushed back, you already know. So I'm taking this, the fact that it's the 4th of March and we have like 25 days left, or like 26 days left. It'd actually be 27 days left in this month. Less than 4 weeks left in Q1. I'm taking this as a sign, because you're not making an announcement that it's going to get pushed back, that this will happen, that we will have the mainnet released in March. That's what it is, right? OnyxCore dev team, if you got OnyxCoin dev team, if you guys are watching this at all, if you guys are aware of what's going on, if you watch my videos, I don't know. But if you are, to me, again, because of how close it is, it makes complete sense that we should expect the launch of GoliathNet this month. You said that it would be by the end of Q1, and here we are at the end of Q1. We have less than 4 weeks from there. As the dev team, as the developers of this, as the people who are going to launch this product, the mainnet, you absolutely know by now if you're going to be able to launch it by the end of Q1 or not. If you're so close, if you're so close and it's going to happen in Q2 instead, you still know that. You still know that as of now. You have to have some kind of idea of a time horizon. So if you're keeping that from people, it's getting to the point where that will be upsetting. And because you're not telling us that that's happening, because you're not saying that you're going to push the mainnet back, that only encourages me more. That only gives me more confidence that you are going to release the mainnet by the end of this month of March. Which again is why it would be much more upsetting if at this point and onwards you don't make some kind of announcement that it's going to be pushed back, even if it's by a week, even if it's by a month, right? Because you know. So I'm taking this as a sign of good faith that we're going to. I made that point just to be clear. I hope that that's clear. I don't know if anybody could misunderstand what I'm saying there, but I'm just saying that if you're going to handle this properly, if you don't have a product that's finished and you want to save face with your community and you want to be transparent, now is like the last moment to do so, because now the fact that you're not doing that, it only builds confidence in me. It only builds confidence in me and your investor base that we're getting the mainnet, that it's happening. I mean, you said it in Q4. That's been the expectation. You haven't said anything to suggest that it won't happen in Q1. So now, because we're in that last 4-week period, I'm getting my hopes up, right? And that's don't let people get too excited when you already know the insider information about it. Yes, OnyxCoin's at a weak point, but who cares? Again, man, you don't want to save face for now. You want to save face for the long term. Be transparent. And I feel like the way that I'm saying this, it almost sounds like I'm suspicious that that the mainnet won't get released. I'm not suspicious of that. I'm actually very confident now because of the fact that they haven't said anything like that. I'm very confident that we will see the mainnet released. I'm very confident that I would bet on the fact that we do see the mainnet released in March. I would bet money on that instead of betting money against that, which is again why it would only be more disappointing if it didn't come out in March. Does that make sense? Are the dots connecting there? I don't know. All I'm trying to say is something big might be coming, and then I got distracted on that. Right, we're seeing the tapering off. That big thing is the mainnet. I would expect in this low volume, low liquid environment that we should see rapid expansion. Show me the charts, I'll tell you the news. We likely will get the pump before the announcement, whenever that is. So sometime between now and the end of this month, I'm expecting that we should see at least enough life to suggest that we are going to be getting above these highs, if not even enough life where we are above these highs. I don't have anything else to say. Hit that like button, subscribe. Thank you all for being here. It would be very lame if we pumped up and then at the top here, and it's like the end of the month, they're like, hey, we're not going to have mainnet release until the end of Q2 or Q3. It'd be very lame. It'd be very lame. Because then what that's saying is they knew about it down here, but they didn't want to hurt the price, which is cool and all. But then they let the price pump up here so they could dump on the community members before they gave you the news. You know what I mean? Like that would be pretty lame. Where if we saw a pump like this, anybody buying on this pump would be like, oh, it's because the mainnet's coming out. So hopefully they handle this right. I'm expecting that they'll handle this right. But again, we're on touchy grounds. I hope I'm not making anybody question this, because I really do. Again, I do have faith that it'll be released in March, but again, it just hasn't happened yet, so we're waiting to see it all play out. I got nothing else for you. Even if they mishandle it, I still have faith in OnyxCoin. It's just, it would be disappointing to see them mishandle it for sure. 9 hours, 20 minutes left. I don't know what else to say. Hit that like button, subscribe. We are anxiously waiting the release of this mainnet. Can't wait to see how it goes. Can't wait to see what the price action reflects. I'll see you on the next one. Take care. Bye-bye.